The presentation that you're about to see will provide you with an overview of the Regional Business Fellowship sponsored by South Central Michigan Works. This win-win program provides businesses with an opportunity to have a project completed by an area educator. The educator, in turn, takes the skills that they've learned back to their classroom to share with their students. The following stories are examples of these projects.
Basically, a fellow is an individual that goes into a business and works with them or is mentored by them to learn that business and then bring it back into your classroom and incorporate it into lessons.
Michelle, our business fellow, helped with a brochure or a booklet that talked about the different mental health issues that we see in young children especially. So it was a really nice fit to have a teacher to come work with us to get their insight about school districts.
I just knew that it would be something that I deal with every day.
This fellowship affected Michelle in a way that she didn't expect.
Well, I think the one thing I bring in my character education program after doing this fellowship is empathy and compassion and understanding the students that face mental health issues.
I definitely believe that Lifeways received a return on our investment. Not only did we get the actual booklet document that explains our services, we have the opportunity now to build partnerships with other school districts. I think that Lifeways will continue to use business fellows.
The fellowship was most definitely worth my time and effort. I would do it in a heartbeat again.
The key to a successful fellowship is making sure that the skill sets that the teacher has match the outcome that the business wants.
Having had the experience as a teacher, a valuable experience that I think will greatly benefit other teachers. And so as an administrator, I would like to see teachers get outside of the classroom, meet with area businesses in our community and take advantage of that. I think it's a win-win for area businesses as well as for teachers and students.
Our program was very successful this year. Ron brought to our group the artistic side of design.
Definitely had benefits right off the bat. Having a fresh set of eyes come in and look at how we design things is beneficial.
Well, as an educator, I think that I gained things for myself and things that I can transfer on to my students, because that was the real intent of doing the project.
Wanted them to know what they might be able to apply that artistic side of their skills in a manufacturing environment.
There are some basic skills for employment that were reconfirmed to me this summer about how people are treated and punctuality, taking pride in your work.
If a business came to me and asked me if the fellowship was worthwhile, I would tell them it was. The benefits that we received here at Uniloy by having Ron with us were numerous.
It was more than worth the time and effort that I put into it, and I hope that it was the same feeling for Uniloy because it was a great experience.
We're already using some of the ideas and changes and designs that Ron talked about with our engineers. They were accepted very well by our engineers, and we are taking some of those in presentations that we're doing to customers already.
I was able to better explain to my students the process from idea to finished product. Each day that I came home, I realized I'd learned something new.
I think that we need to make an investment in our teachers so that they can open up all of the doors.
Teachers view themselves as lifelong learners, and it's not always what happens in the classroom, but how you can relate it to a career or a profession.
And teachers need to know that there are a lot of opportunities and they can open a lot of doors, but they can't do it if they don't know about it. And so the Regional Business Fellowship is an opportunity to open doors for teachers so that they in turn can open them for their students.
And having that experience that they did not have before, they see new ways or see their information or education in a new light of how it applies to the workplace and in giving that to the students better prepares them for their careers or future education.
We get bogged down in teaching the content, and we don't talk about the application of the content. The business fellowship is about application. It's about why am I learning math, or why am I learning science.
Our experience with the Business Fellowship was outstanding. We couldn't have been paired up with a better teacher. It could be somewhat intimidating to come into a healthcare facility and not have that as your background. She was able to ask the right questions in order to be able to take that information back to the students.
I definitely do think the fellowship helped me to become a better teacher. I need to make sure that my students are prepared. And I think that was probably the biggest piece involved with this fellowship, taking something that the students need to know and then showing them how they can use it and where it fits.
I believe that our return on investment will be huge. We cannot get the word out or have enough people involved in our students and getting them excited in healthcare careers.
The fellowship was definitely worth the time and effort. I made so many incredible connections in regards to the business partnership, the community, students. It's funny that all the resources that sometimes you look for, sometimes you don't realize they're just out your front door.
I think if you have an educator who wants to be involved in the Regional Business Fellowship, that it's a solid investment. We need to, if we want our teachers to function differently, to make connections for kids or help kids make connections to the world of work, then we have to put them in situations where they're able to do that.
I know firsthand the business I participated in hired many students from within our school district, and I have to also look at that as being a positive and making that that connection between employers and bridging the gap for students.
I think that everybody ought to be involved. I think all businesses should open their doors to educators, and I think all educators should take the time to become involved in a Regional Business Fellowship. I saw the excitement when they came back and talked about what they had learned, and I saw the excitement of their kids because they were making it real. They were making real connections in their classrooms. And that's what education needs to be about. It needs to be about excitement, it needs to be about opportunity.